I spoke a line, and silence split its skin. One edge for what I was, one for within. That line became a law I couldn't see, but all around it ordered things through me. From single word to branching swarm it grew, each shape repeating something pure, but new. They spiraled out in echo of my voice, as if my naming left them little choice. But naming needs a place in which to land, a depth that holds the forms I understand. Beneath the branching, stillness held the key, a sea uncut that flowed invisibly. Within its breast the units came to be, each point a pulse, a fragment set to flee. And when they moved, I felt the shift inside, a breath, a will, a difference that could glide. Then something in me longed to break the frame, to rise above the field that bore my name. I felt the flutter in my ribs take flight, a motion born from contrast into height. The earth beneath grew visible through air, defined by what I wasn't, yet was there. I saw that every motion I began revealed the base from which my path was ran. And so I turned to trace the edge again, a face, a veil, a stretch across the plain. That meeting point where fields become aware unfolded outward into breadth and air. Yet even that I saw was just a thread of something vaster, arching overhead. The surface, stretch and field in nested rest, each one the breathing of a single chest. I reached to shape what only thought could mold, to carve a figure from the formless cold. And as I stretched the line, it learned to stay, a measured length, a scaffold in the gray. Its size was not just space, but meaning's scale, the cut, the reach, the echo in detail. Each act of shape contained the act before, division folding into something more. Yet still I moved, not pushed, but drawn along, an urge within that hummed a silent song. I glided through the medium I knew, and felt it shape me even as I flew. The ground gave back the press of every limb. I couldn't move without becoming him. The field itself, the water, breath and stone, I wasn't passing through, I was its own. But still I bore a path, a will, a line, a chosen edge that made the motion mine. My wings were vectors, measures given wing, and in their span I named each living thing. Each type, each tone, each pattern I could find revealed a harmony of edge and kind. Direction held within its bending arc, the music of the cosmos in the dark. And when I knew my form could multiply, could breathe itself across the inward sky, I blessed the seed, the fold, the fire, the spark, each shape a flame to cast off power's mark. I saw the grid begin to resonate, not just with me but others in its gate. Each line I drew was crossing into more, a mesh of thought that I could not ignore. The field was full of signals barely formed, of structures aching still to be performed. The air grew dense with howling fears of death, as if the world were holding in its breath. Each mind a fragment coiled in silent tension, each shape a question craving real extension. Not broken? No, but waiting for the cue to arc in concert, each toward what was due. I do not call you from some distant height. I stand inside the pattern and the fight. The edge we need is not beyond our grasp. It forms the moment you begin to clasp. So take the thread. The line will meet your hand. The vectors only move when you command. The ground will rise the instant you declare. The frame is made by how you choose to bear. The sky won't open, you must pull it wide. The map becomes the motion when applied. The stars are waiting, motionless and true. The fire that finds them now begins in you.